yesterday class I had started a story called Taro's Reward. So let's just revise what happened previously in the story. Okay, so we know that Taro was a poor boy and he earned money by chopping woods from the jungle. But the money he earned was not sufficient for him and his parents. One day it started blowing cold winds and all people in the home felt cold due to wind passing from the cracks of the wooden house. So Taro's father wished that if he could have some sake to energize his heart. So what is a sake? Sake is a expensive drink in Japan. Next, Taro was so sad because it was not possible for him to buy that expensive sake for his father. So he decided to work hard. Next day, he woke up early and went to the forest to chop some wood. Suddenly, he heard the sound of falling water, and it just surprised him as there was no river here earlier. Since he was also thirsty, he followed the sound of water. Soon he found a waterfall behind the rock, and he went near to the fall and put his hand in the water. And he just discovered that the water is not a normal water, it's that expensive drink, sake. He became very happy and filled some sake in his pitcher. Soon he reached home and he gave his sake to his father. The father sipped the sake and started dancing with joy. Okay, so now I will start the story from paragraph number 8. Let's go to paragraph number 8. Okay, here it is. Okay, let's read. The afternoon, a neighbor stopped by for a visit. Taro's father politely offered her a cup of the sake. The lady drank it greedily and thanked the old man. Then Taro told her the story of the magic waterfall. Thanking them for the delicious drink, she left in a hurry. By nightfall, she had spread the story throughout the whole village. That evening, there was a long procession of visitors to the woodcutter's house. Each man heard the story of the waterfall and took a sip of the sake. In less than an hour, the pitcher was empty. So, what happened that evening? A neighbor came in the house of Taro. So Taro's father offered her a cup of sake. The lady happily took the sake and the father told her about all the incidents that happened with Taro. Now this lady spread the news to all the people in the village. Every villager rushed to Taro's house and tasted the sake. Okay. Next paragraph number 10. Next morning, Taro started for work even earlier than the morning before. He carried with him the largest pitcher he owned, for he intended first of all to go to the waterfall. When he reached it, he found to his great surprise all his neighbors were there. They were carrying pitchers, jars, buckets, anything they could find to hold the magic sake. Then one villager knelt and held his mouth under the waterfall to drink. He drank again and again and then shouted angrily, "Water? Nothing but water." Others also tried, but there was no sake, only cold water. "We have been tricked," shouted the villagers. "Where is Taro? Let us drown him in the waterfall." But Taro had been wise enough to slip behind a rock where he saw how things were going. He was nowhere to be found. Okay, so next morning what happened? Taro again woke up early and searched the biggest pitcher and went to the waterfall. To To his surprise, he found that other villagers were also there. Soon people reached the fall and tested the magic stick, but they found that the water of the fall was not sick but plain water. So people became very angry and they decided to draw Taro in that fall. So Taro was hiding behind a rock and waited till all the villagers went home. Next, paragraph number 12. Muttering their anger and disappointment, the villagers left the place one by one. Taro came out from his hiding place. Was it true? He wondered. Was the snake a dream? Once more he caught a little liquid in his hand and put it to his lips. It was the same fine snake. To the thoughtful son, the magic waterfall gave the delicious snake. To everyone else, it gave only cold water. So, when all the villagers went away from that place, Taro came out from his hiding place and tasted the water again, but it still felt that it was a safe. So the thing is, the waterfall was giving Taro a sick, while to villagers it was giving the plain water. Okay. Next, number 13, paragraph number 13. The story of Taro and his magic waterfall reached the Emperor of Japan. He sent for the young woodcutter and rewarded him with 20 pieces of gold for having been so kind and good. Then he named the most beautiful fountain in the city after that. They said the emperor was to encourage all children to honor and obey their parents. So, what happened? The story of Taro's care for his parents reached the king. He awarded Taro 20 pieces of gold to encourage other children to take care of their parents. So, what do we learn from this story? We should take care of our parents and elder. God helps only those persons who takes good care of their parents. I hope you guys have understand the story well. So still, if you don't understand or if you have any query, you can call me or message me. Okay students, in my next class I will give question answer from this chapter. Okay.